Hello everyone, welcome to level 3B. We're going to do our side dolphins today.
Or maybe we'll call them side narwhals. As we're starting this movement, it's going to feel really similar to the waves that we were doing in level 2. We're going to start with the same kind of really neutral base, so that means my knees are soft, my hips might be soft, and then I'm going to imagine that I have two walls on either side of me. So I'm going to start leading with my head going towards the wall on my right. I'm going to go with my head, then my shoulders, then my ribs, and then as my hips are coming towards this wall, then my head starts going over to the wall on my left side. Head, shoulders, ribs, hips. So we can do this side to side. And as I'm doing this, I want to make sure that I'm keeping my shoulders and my hips facing forward, not twisting around. And I'm leading with my head, which means that I'm going to have an active head. And this is why we're thinking about this as a side narwhal, maybe in addition to a side dolphin, because there's going to be energy coming out through the top of my head.
So after we did that, we learned how to lead it, right? To do it together. So leads, you gave space, just like isolations. I gave space with the bottom part of my hand, and then went and tilted and went towards the tilt. Space. And then always create a negative energy, right? The vacuum that the follows are looking for. So when I want to do this with Taylor, I'm going to do a little breath-like motion, right? Give them space to put their ribs the opposite way, and then go. And change and go. And vacuum. Taylor is following the vacuum that I'm creating. And every time we reach to the edge, as I'm tilting, Taylor is taking her head. The first exit we learned is to go to the side. We come to neutral with the hands, so perpendicular to the floor. And we stop the motion that we were doing. So Taylor is not going on autopilot for the next one. She's going to feel that it's neutral, shift her weight over her leg, and finish that wave with her body stacked to go into basic. So we did in, don't shake, shake, don't shake, shake, don't. Yeah? And then we learned another exit. The second one was into a wave. So when we get to neutral, we can either go into basic or we can decide to go to a different wall, to the front or back wall, just like waves in level 2. So I create space in the back with the bottom of my hands, yeah, not the top. And then that tells Taylor she's going into a wave to the front wall. So again, in. We go here, space here. And because Taylor is leading with her head already, it becomes a bigger, more dramatic wave. And that shift weight to the right and go into basic.